Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mark's Backyard Birds. Today I'm talking about a fascinating topic with birds, a habit, a reproductive strategy, a nesting strategy, if you will, that's pretty unique. It's called egg dumping. So, what is egg dumping, and who do it, and why do they do it, and is it advantageous to the birds? Does it hurt the birds that are victims of it? We're going to get into it. So, when we think of a bird nest, and it is springtime, so birds' nest are on our mind right now. We think of the traditional male and female pair bond and they build a nest, or one of them builds a nest, or both of them build a nest, and female, of course, lays the eggs and incubates the eggs. That the traditional way of reproduction in the bird world. And we know there's, oh gosh, over 10,000 species of birds in the world. And we know there's a whole lot of difference in how they want to pass their genes along. That is the goal. They want to make sure that their prodigy succeeds, and they go off and they can spread their genes further into the world. So, nest building and egg laying and egg success is paramount to wild birds. So, and outside of the traditional method of laying your own eggs, incubating your own eggs, we know, if you've ever watched my programs before, we talk about there's a lot of cheating in the bird world. So, in a particular bird nest, there may be different parentage within one clutch of eggs. And probably the most famous example of egg dumping, which is not exactly what I'm talking about today, is brood parasitism. And that is when, like in this circumstance, a brown-headed cowbird has laid its egg in the nest of Indigo Bunting. And you can see the Indigo Bunting two eggs there are much smaller than the brown-headed cowbird egg. And this is parasite. This is a parasitism example in which it does negatively impact the host bird in most cases, in almost all cases. And of course, the dumping, the bird doing the laying of the eggs, the cowbird, it gets out without having to put so much energy into her young getting out into the world. And this is a kind of a montage. That's a female cowbird, and then that nest I just showed you with the egg, and then this is the cowbird baby hatched on the right, and the cowbird baby hatches first, and it's bigger than the other birds, out competes the baby, sometimes pushes them right out of the nest, things like that. Well, that is brood parasitism. What I'm talking about today is egg dumping. And this goes on mainly in with birds of the same species. And it's famous in, well, this is a wild turkey nest on the ground, but game birds, ground nesting birds, a waterfowl are really famous for it. But there are other examples too. But what happens is, when a nest is this wide open, and especially in the earlier part of the day when the females may be out getting food, feed themselves, and leaving them unincubated for a while, another hen comes along, a wild turkey will lay an egg in this one's nest, and then just keep going. And that, so why do they do it? Well, the survival strategy, again, the key is passing your genes along, making sure they make it. So if you spread your eggs out in other nests, you maybe have a greater chance of success of at least one of your young hatching and moving along. So is it detrimental to this wild turkey? It depends. Usually not, actually. But if there are too many eggs that the hen can't cover and properly incubate them all, then it gets to be a problem. I remember years ago when I was in Pennsylvania at the Nature Center, director of the Nature Center there, we had a Canada goose that had a little nest on an island out in a little pond that we had out back, and she kept laying eggs. And there were so many eggs. I think best we could count, there were probably 25 or 30 eggs in this nest. and just no way that goose could possibly sit on all those eggs. And they turn their eggs. It depends on the species, but like every 8 minutes, every 12 minutes, at different times, they turn the eggs. Well, turning that many eggs constantly to try to keep them evenly incubated, we watched her actually roll one right off of the nest right into the water one time. There was just not enough room. But that was a case where this is probably a young hen, and she wasn't familiar with the game yet. And so over time, she will probably get a lot more discretionary about laying her eggs. But there other birds do come and lay them. A great example are wood ducks. Wood ducks are actually cavity nesters, so they nest inside of mainly pileated woodpecker holes that have been created in lowland swamp areas, or broken off knot holes in trees and things like that. Well, it's easy for another hen, to come along and drop an egg in there. And when I was checking the wood duck boxes on Fort Bragg right out of college, we had a wood duck box on a tree that we paddled out to it in the lake, and it had 22 eggs in it, which is more than a single female should be able to hatch and raise. But it happens, and they sometimes are very successful in that. One of the things like mallards are famous for dumping eggs in other mallards' nests, and there are pictures out there. Like this is a hen who has something like 22 or 23 young. There are famous pictures out there on the internet of a common merganser with 76 ducklings behind her. And there's no way she was the mother of all those ducks. She couldn't have incubated that many. But what happens, in this case, not egg dumping, but broods will tend to gather together. And one female may think, okay, she can take care of all those. I'm going to nest again. And so this one hen is left with raising a whole bunch of ducklings. And they do it, and they do it fairly successfully. But it's just, again, as part of that strategy, how to survive. Why would you dump your eggs? Why would you dump your ducklings off on another duck? Well, it must be successful, at least to some extent, or they wouldn't be doing it. Now, a question I get a lot, of course, it's when it comes to egg dumping is it detrimental? Well, how can it be detrimental to another species? Well, here's a prime example of one that we're here in Missouri very concerned about, and of course, other grassland areas. The common pheasant, ringneck pheasants, they used to be called. The common pheasants, most of people don't know that they're not native to the United States. They were introduced here as a game bird. They're from the pheasant hunts of Europe, and they are egg dumpers. And that in itself, if they dump an egg into another pheasant's nest, that's not troubling to us. But the problem is when you have an endangered species that lives in the same habitat that belonged there, have been here forever, the greater prairie chicken, then whenever a pheasant dumps her eggs in a prairie chicken nest, then that could be problematic. And we on our Dunn Ranch Prairie, which is an area up north of here, we try to control the pheasants because we it's one of the last remnant populations of greater prairie chickens left in the state of Missouri. And so those ringneck pheasants can definitely negatively impact an endangered species. Will it breed them out of extinction? That's would be very rare. But when a population like the greater prairie chickens, because of fragmented habitat and other stresses, their numbers get so low, the egg dumping habit, if you want to call it that, adds to the problem, adds to further problems to an endangered species that it really does need to deal with when it is really just trying to survive. So that's an example of egg dumping can be very detrimental. In some cases, like in the mallards and ducks, things like that, it really isn't. Now, I have mentioned bigger birds. I didn't want to get out without saying that there are other birds that do egg dumping, and not just the game birds and waterfowl, but also little smaller birds. Savannah sparrows are known for they will egg dump as well. So it's a fascinating topic, and it's very, very broad. But brood parasitism, nest parasites, just pure egg dumping. The reproductive strategies, it's varied in the bird world, just like so many things in the bird world. It's a very fascinating topic to get into. So I thought you liked some science today. I hope you enjoyed the program. If you did, give us a like, give us a share. If you're on YouTube and you hadn't subscribed yet, please do, and ring that bell up at the top up there, so you'll know when I'm on next. Send in ideas for future programs. And until next time, let's talk birds.